Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Olori Naomi is alleged to have looked up to the Ooni of Ife as Paropo. That Paropo happens to be the father to the Ooni of Ife, told Olori Naomi the final truth. That is the final truth. And for me, I really think that it is a good thing that they told her what the situation is, because I feel like for the longest of time, we have been living in denial, all of us. You know, when I say these things in this channel, a lot of you will come for me and say, Delaran, why are you talking like this? Why are you talking like this? See, in life, we need to learn how to accept the things that we cannot change. The truth remains that Olori Naomi agreed to marry the Ooni of Ife because she was in love with her husband, and she, like every other girl, thought that this relationship was going to be one of her finest, and she imagined the most beautiful things on earth with that relationship. But life happened, and so life actually happened to Olori Naomi. So with everything that we have been hearing, that the Oloris will leave before the end of the year and all of that, Paropo sat Olori Naomi down to give Olori Naomi the true picture of event. And they said Paropo told Olori Naomi like a daughter that, look, oh, let me tell you what the situation is right now. That it is true that the Oloris will leave, but you need to understand that not all of them will leave. That what they are doing traditionally, the rituals that they have been doing, and they're supposed to be doing that rituals for, every month. They are doing the rituals from the beginning of the month till the 14 days. Every day, every month, they do it from the 1st to the 14th, from the 1st to the 14th. They are doing it between now and December. He said the bad Oloris will certainly leave. Any Olori with a bad heart, any Olori with a bad intention, any Olori that has tried to hurt Naomi Tadenikawo Kabiesi or anybody in that of this thing, there will be no going back. There will be nothing to do, that they will certainly leave. And that's the ritual they are doing. But Olori Naomi needs to understand that the narrative that people are spreading around, that all the Oloris will leave, they will not leave, not all of them. The bad ones will leave and the good ones will stay. And right now, Seth, who wants Dr. Elizabeth to leave? I do not want Dr. Elizabeth to leave because as far as this event is concerned, Dr. Elizabeth has been quite a great support system to Olori Naomi. And who would want her to live under the circumstances? I want her to stay so that she will continue to support Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife. So they are saying, Paropo has told Olori Naomi that, look, the bad Oloris will leave and the good Oloris will stay. Do not be deceived. Don't let people deceive you. Do not let anybody tell you that all the Oloris will leave, because they will not leave. It's not in their traditional constitution for a king to marry wives and push all of them out, especially when there are some that have not done anything to warrant them going out. That if Kabiyesi would do something like that, it will be, something that will be outside their traditional constitution as a royal family. So Paropo had to tell Olori Naomi. But one thing that Paropo also told Olori Naomi that made me happy. Paropo told Olori Naomi that, look, I am your father. I am old enough to be your father, okay? That people will tell you so many things, tell you not to return back to your matrimonial home, tell you Kabiyesi is bad, Kabiyesi is this, Kabiyesi is that. But I want you to ask them to tell you who is good. There is no marriage without problems. There is no marriage without disappointment. There is no marriage without some kind of betrayal. But at the end of the day, how the couple, decide to manage this betrayal, this disappointment, is what makes that marriage different. That one thing you should, put your strength on is how much Ojaja the second loves you. You know very much that this man loves you so much. Yes, so that is where you should be focused on. They are telling you to go. You're still a very young woman. That was what Paropo is said to have been telling Olori Naomi, that you are still a very young woman. People who are telling you do not return back to your husband, do not return back to your husband. Do they expect you to stay without getting married? They will expect you to get married to another man. Because if you were in your 50s or 50 something, I would say, okay, you would decide that you're not going to get married again. But at your age now, I would never allow that to happen to you. Which man are you going to go and get married to out there that will be better than Kabiesi, that will be stronger than Kabiesi, that will love you more than Kabiesi? That the resolve that you have made to return back to your matrimonial home is the best resolve that you can make and the best resolve that anybody can make. Do not let yourself be deceived, and do not let people begin to deceive you by telling you not to go back because Kabiesi is bad, Kabiesi is a womanizer, Kabiesi cannot do his greatest weakness is women. A lot of men are like that. And they say Baba said that, look, it's not as if he is supporting a Kabiesi, but he is banking his own hope on the love that Kabiesi has got for Olori Naomi. He knows that Kabiesi, that's the Ooni of Ife, love Olori Naomi more than anything in the world, that he can boast of. That is Paropo. That Naomi should stay one place and give birth to her children and take care of her children, knowing that the Ooni of Ife love her. That it should go round Ile-Ife and ask from time immemorial, like they should find out if there is any Oba that has put anybody, a woman, in the royal manor before. That though it's not outlawed in the Ife land, but it's not something that any Oba will do. The royal manor is meant for other Obas who will come. You know, first class Obas who will come and visit the Ooni of Ife. The royal manor is not meant for the Ooni of Ife's wife. There are so many different chalets in the palace, empty ones, big ones, well furnished and all of that. How come Oni will not think of taking Nami to stay in one of those ones? Oni of Ife decide that Nami must stay in the royal manor because he knows that nobody will kick against it. Nobody has the capacity of telling him not to do it. But yes, so he decided that Nami must stay in the royal manor. That goes to show you how much Kabiesi loves Olori Naomi. He's telling Naomi to stay in one place and take care of her son Tadenikawo and let her son grow up under the tutelage of Ooni of Ife. That you see the Olori Palace. If Naomi decides he's not staying there, there are so many women who will stay there. Look at all of these Oloris. The biggest problem they are having was because Kabiesi moved them to the Olori mansion. Naomi should stay in the palace and take care of her children. Kabiesi is giving her distinction and all of that. But let nobody deceive Naomi that all the Oloris will go. It's not all of them that will go. That the bad and terrible ones will certainly go because Ifa will not let them stay there. Ifa will torment their life until they go. That all these ones that in public, they show that everything is okay. In private, they are down. That how long would they be able to sustain it? That Naomi should return, take care of her home, and forget about whatever is going on in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, and understand that if she's coming thinking all of the Oloris will go, that is not all of the Oloris that will go. That the Oloris will go, but the bad ones will be the ones who will go and the good ones will stay. Baba had to open up clearly to Olori Naomi as we are hearing. If the information is true, I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.